Hey everyone, and welcome to Uncharted Realms' weekly event. It's another 6 rounds of Blitz action coming at you on a wonderful Friday afternoon / evening. I hope everybody's having a great time. I know I am. It was an awesome week, and it's going to be more awesome weekends. We got Friday night here and Sunday. So our usual 2 events to come at you this weekend. And speaking of to come at you, it's round number 1. We have Steven on the Prism and Kenneth on the Ira. 2 of our Costa Rica players. They know each other. They're duking it out in the XP standings, trying to get that gold cold foil. So they're trying to, the winner definitely matters here, even in round 1. And we're seeing Steven be our turn 1 player. But before we get too close into that, who do you guys have in this matchup? You got the Prism or do you have the Ira? I'm going to vote for the shiny lady. The shadowy lady can get some votes from some of you guys. But the shiny lady's got one for me. That's the Prism, the Illusionist. I will vote for that. Is the turn 1 player as well. Which I think is pretty big. I know it's an aggro Prism build here. So, Steven and Kenneth coming at you. Let me know who you guys got and let me know how it's going. I'm sorry, I was saying Steven. It's Kenneth on top on the Prism. I was like, wait a second. Kenneth plays the Prism and Steven plays the Ira. I know this. Have to reverse that real quick. Sorry about that. Yeah, the brain wasn't registering it. Cat loves the Ira, but Prism is the vote. That's right. Voting with the head. I like it. I like it. Steven here, blocking with the footsteps for 1. Throwing the footsteps in front of it. Cat tells me he might have a defense reaction here. Hold on. Maybe a soul shield. Look at that. Leg tap for 5. Steven falls up. Steven is going to be our tempo player. Or our turn player. There's actually 2 counters on the tunic. I'm sorry. We might have missed the turn 1. Excuse me. Kenneth had the soul shield. That's what the 2 represented. Was able to block it for 6. That'll go to the soul when the combat chain closes. Steven was going to follow it up with the Kadachi. Steven rocking the Mask of Momentum, the Spring Tunic, the Breaking Scales, and the Snapdragon Scalers, the standard ninja equipment. Kenneth, on the other hand, is rocking a very aggressive equipment set, most of it generic, minus his footsteps. He's got the Ironhide Helm, the Goliath Gauntlets, and the Hearten Cross Straps. So all about pumping up and reducing the cost of 2 powered attacks in Kenneth's equipment. Steven just having the normal ninja setup. The mask can allow him to draw after the 3rd attack action card or greater on a chain hits. A little clarification. There we go. So Kenneth goes to his turn. Arsenal the card goes back to Steven. This is Armory. Yes, it is, Steven Harris. You got it. This is an Armory event with the cool, awesome Oldheim Armory prizes. So these gentlemen are fighting for 3 XP a round. Hey, Dirty Casual Gaming. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Steven here, Kadachi. Takes a hit, falls to 19. That means this push the point coming in for 7. It's going to be plussed up by the Ira and the fact that the Kadachi hit. Ooh, thank you on the title. I always miss that one. You get some points. Unfortunately, this is like, whose line is it anyways? The jokes suck and the points don't matter. Oh, I'm joking. The jokes actually on that show are awesome. At least the old one. My jokes are just bad. Okay. Yeah, that hurt a little bit, but talk about hurt. Steven coming in with that 7, and Kenneth takes it. Takes all 7 of it down to 12. It's a great show. It really is. I love the Drew Carey, the Wayne Brady. Oh my God, that show was awesome. Colin, hilarious. The OG. So Steven thinking about what he wants to do next. Has a card Couple cards in hand he could work with here. 2 of them if he wants. He does it. Pitches to summon with a flying kick for 7 because that's going to be pumped up because it's the 3rd attack on the chain link. So coming in for 7. So 1 Kodachi, then 2 attacks for 7. 15 damage total here from Steven. Which is pretty good. Who's your favorite character on that Dirty Casual? I love it when they make fun of Drew. That's like the classic. The classic parts of the show for me. Steven coming in for 7. Oh man, the flying kick's just good. But yeah, I was a big fan of when they make fun of Drew. He was a good punching bag for a while there. He was great on the hero. Yeah, Drew is great. He is great. Everybody on the show kind of had their bits. And you know, Wayne Brady was good at the musical numbers. You had Colin and oh god, I'm blanking on his other name. The tall guy with the big nose. Oh god, that's embarrassing. I can't remember his name. Tall guy, big nose, was like Colin's kind of partner in Whose Line? Yeah. Not remembering it, but he's hilarious. Colin was like on the improv, and then that dude was great on like the mimicking and the actions. He could mime really well. And they always had a great guest star, you know, for each of the seasons. So, all right. Anyways, hold on a second. This is a huge attack here. Kenneth's coming in as I got distracted. Steven lets it know it's disgusting. Ryan, yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. Oh, but that's all right. But hold on. Anyways, Kenneth coming in. Hardened Crossap Goliath Gauntlet into the Yellow Plunder Run at Arsenal into Phantasmify into Phantasmaclasm. So it is a Yellow Plunder Run, so it's only going to be +2, unfortunately. But that adds on with the Phantasmify Yellow, which is going to be +4. So +6 to this Phantasmaclasm on the 9. So it should be 15 total. Oh, no, plus the 2 from the Goliath Gauntlet. So it should be 17 total. That is fantastic. Oh! That was a great one. That was great. Fantastic. Oh, that was pretty funny. So 17 facing Steven. A fantastic amount of damage. See, Dirty Casuals has me beat today on the puns. I used them all up yesterday for league casting, unfortunately. Oh boy. What a crazy spell. Kenneth also got to look at the hand. He knows what Steven's got to work with. And luckily for Kenneth, Ira doesn't have a lot of a 6-powered attacks. So this is gonna hurt. Yeah. So Steven here blocking 1 card out of hand and a sink below for 7 total. Sinking a card, looking for more defenses or defense reactions. Oh, he got the flick flick. He's trying to shield up. It's 10 block, but still taking 7. Imagine that out of 3 cards. And that's the craziness of Aggro Prism. Oh, man. Knock that life total right back close to even. We'll go into Steven's turn. He's going to have 1 card in hand to deal with. Actually, he'll have 2 cards in hand to deal with, because one of those came out of Arsenal. So uses one of them to make a Kodachi. Coming in. Kenneth takes the 1. So far, it looks like Prism's got the control of this. We're going to find out if Kenneth comes in with another turn like that, though. Oh, boy. He might just get there. Spectacularly. There you go. See? That's spectacular. You know, there's no Spectra cards in his deck, though. Let's be real. Not in this aggro Prism. Steven coming in for 5 on Torrent Tempo. If this one hits, he will get a mask trigger here. So Kenneth wants to block for 3 and allow the mask. Takes 2. Oh boy, falls to 3. Lets Steven draw. On the mask, Steven didn't remember to draw. That's okay. Sometimes we miss the triggers. When you're 13 and 3, when you're 10 health above. Ooh, Phantasmaclasm for 9 here. Yeah, points forever? Awesome. I thought we already established the points don't matter, though, so. So, Steven opting to gain 3 life before Kenneth looks at his hands. So, in response. Yeah, it is a painful mistake. You're right there, George. He could have put that card into Arsenal. Give him the extra card to work with. It's tough. When you only got 4 cards, you know, you think if I can get a 5th one, it's a huge percent. So Steven puts a card under, was a flick flag, allows or excuse me, Kenneth puts the flick flag under. Steven draws a card, 9 coming at him. Kenneth lets Steven know that if it hits, it just goes to the trash can, nowhere else. Oh boy. A little check on the resources. Check. Steven's checking it. Phantasmaclasm is a 3 for 9. Weird not to put the razor on the bottom. I agree, Martin. I agree. It's gonna mean you're gonna have to overblock these Kodachis pretty hardcore. Ooh, Dirty thinks Ira's gonna win anyways. I'm holding hope on for Prism. Alright, I'm holding hope. Even though Steven can just take this. He can just straight take this and come in there on the razors. Steven thought it was 7, said takes a 7. Kenneth lets him know it was 9. And Steven's like, yeah, I'll still take the 9. Oh, Kenneth did have a follow-up, though. Spears of Thorality, 4 more. It would leave Steven at 3. We would be even on the life totals. Yeah, that is exactly it, George. Makes sense. Has the Spears close to the War-Tuned. It's a little bit less of a rate. The yellow War-Tuned Herald would have attacked for 6. So a little bit less of a rate, but still an attack to follow up, right? So you got to chip away somehow. It's not looking good for Kenneth, though. Not knowing that there's a Razor's Reflex in hand. Steven going to keep his life total high, I think. I think this third Massacre no longer matters. It had one opportunity to get kind of popped to this game and was unfortunately missed. And at this point, it won't matter. So, life total is going to be 3 to 5. Going into Steven's turn, we know Steven has a Razor's Reflex in hand. Ooh. I think you guys are probably right, though. I think the Ira probably gets there. Kodachi for 1. Steven's got 2 floating. The Razor's Reflex in hand. Let's see if Kenneth remembers that, though. Kenneth blocks with the footsteps, leaves him dead to the Razors. Yeah, I would hope he has a reaction. I know it's an all-gas Prism deck. Yeah, I think I would allow him to have that. Yeah, Razor's Reflex there. Sink below from Kenneth. It was a bold ask. It was a bold ask, hoping that you had reactions, but he did. So Kenneth comes out on top on that one. Although Steven's paying 2 resources here. Come in with Command and Conquer for 7. Woo-wee. Kenneth's going to have a hard time blocking this. He's in a tough spot here. He has no resources floating because that's a red card there in the pitch. So can't pay for the helmet at the moment. He would have to pull out another card. It might be it here on the Command and Conquer for 7. That's pretty tough. Now, Kenneth is only at 3, right? So he might not die this turn, but he'll probably die in the next one. So block 6 takes 1. Oh, man. Kenneth would have put the yellow to the pitch. Would have been a little bit different there, but it does, George. It does. Steven has got Kenneth almost effectively locked out. We're not quite there yet, but it is just about. Steven's got 4 cards in hand to work with. Both players think that Steven has it as well. It looks like we have a group consensus here. As we wait for Steven to end this game. But while we're waiting on that, how are you guys doing? Let me know. How did round 1 go? And who's excited for Nationals? Ooh, I'll go there for a second. I'm excited for Nationals. Still waiting on the email. Still waiting. Kenan blocks 1 Kadachi. Second Kadachi coming in. Ironhide blocks the second one. So both Kadachis are blocked, but we're going to lose the Ironhide for later. Steven still has 3 cards to work with. Can most likely find 2 damage here. If not, he'll get it next turn. Yeah, I'm still waiting on the Nationals invite email to come in so I can accept it. Have not got it yet. Probably have to reach out because those are due on the 15th. Oh, Steven with a second Command and Conquer. Oh. Martin, what country is that again? Because you might have to, it might be encompassed in another country's RTN. Yeah, Natch is going to be fun though. So we'll see. So Kenneth spins the hand, blocks 2 of it, has 1 card remaining. And just the footsteps in the equipment. Oh, Slovakia. I'd have to double check on that one. I'm not sure. Oh, no Nats in Costa Rica. I believe Costa Rica probably is covered under U.S. Nats, isn't it? But maybe not. You know, it might not be. All right, so Steven's still trying to close out. Yeah, he did with Dirty Casuals. It's close, though. He's close to getting locked out. He had 1 card to work with that went right to the arsenal. No, it's not. Damn. George, that's unfortunate then. I'm surprised they don't wrap it up then in the US because of just the amount of people playing the game. You really should get it. It's kind of rough. Yeah, I know. We're watching 2 Costa Rica players here too. Oh boy. That's unfortunate to hear. We'd love to see you guys, play or join me at Nationals there. Would have been awesome. Ooh, Kenneth here. All right, still trying to stay alive. He's struggling. Sink below and the shield blocks the 5. Steven still gets the actions though. Yeah, I would. Email him and be like, "Hey, what's up with this? Why can't we had RTNs? Are we good to go?" Kenneth, full block out of the hand. He's struggling to survive. It's only a matter of time though before he gets decked, but what a shame. Yeah, it would suck not to have you guys be able to play. You guys did a lot of effort there in the RTNs and the 90-day XP window. Would love to be able to see you guys be able to play. And same with you, Martin. Damn, and Martin already checked. Yeah, same thing, Dirty Casual. I don't know why. All right, Kadachi here. Kenneth falls to 1. Trying to keep some cards. Trying to do something. Crane Dance for 1. This doesn't have Go again. It does have Combo though. So no Breaking Scalers here. And that moves on. Kenan he's slowly but surely gaining tempo back. He's got 2 cards now to work with. Hold on right now. Yeah, you have nothing to lose, exactly. What's the worst they're gonna say? You can't go to a Nats? Right? Herald of Ravages for 6. If it hits, it deals 1 arcane damage. It's a lethal attack back. So at least Kenneth's pressuring. Steven is going to have to respond to this. So we may have spoken too soon, fellas. Kenneth is working his way back in. Steven kind of hit some flops on some draws there, unfortunately. Yeah, Blue Crane Dance, no combo, no ability to give it Go again. That was rough. Ooh. A movable block for 7. Look at them apples. So Kenneth doing pretty decent. Facing 2 cards in hand, 1 card in arsenal. Slowly but surely. But he's at 1 life, so it's gonna be pretty difficult here. Kadachi for 2. All right, 2 cards out of hand now for Kenneth here. Buster Fist only for 2. It's only required 1 card. Kenneth continues to survive. Oh boy. Steven having a little bit of trouble closing this game out. Kenneth struggling to stay afloat. He's paddling real hard. He's kicking water. He's trying. But he has an Arsenal card and pass back. So Steven here gets the full grip and the card in Arsenal. You have to think at 1 life he can finish it off. He just needs a Kadachi attack for 4. Followed up with any other attack. That would do it. Yeah, loaded with blues, unfortunately. Ooh. They're trying to let Kenneth win here. Kadachi for 1. No surprise. Footsteps for 1. That is a Soul Shield there out of hand. That requires 2 cards to block, so that's pretty smart. Throw in there for the Footsteps. Would it work the same? Leg tape for 5. Kenneth probably would like that Soul Shield again. Kenneth blocks with 2 cards from the hands. Steven just need Kadachi and 1 more card, and he's got it. Exude confidence. Oh no, he didn't attack with Kadachi first. And Steven takes it. Can only block 3. And Kenneth takes the 1. So it took him a minute. It took him a second to get there. We had counted him out a few minutes ago. But Steven closes it out and wins round number 1. George, let me know what LSS says back, man. I want to make sure you guys, let me know. I'd love to hear the story there and get the information. And hopefully see you guys at Nats. Would be awesome down there in Orlando, Florida. So we'll see. Yeah, I know. I thought for 1 second, but Steven's like, you thought. Stick around and find out is what he said. All right, guys, that wraps it up here for round number 1. Round number 2 is going to come at you quick. So don't go anywhere. We'll catch you guys shortly. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Uncharted Realms' weekly event. It's Friday in rounds number 2 of the Armory Blitz, this time featuring Cody. And back yet again is Steven. Adam, I see that you totally forgot it was Friday. Yeah, it is. Oh boy, but it is only round number 2. If you want to hop in, there is a match available for you, as we were on an odd number of players. So if you do want to, let me know. I'll get you in, and I'll get you paired up here in round number 2 if you want. Shoot me a message or let me know in the chat, and I will get you in. We would love to have you. If not, come stay and get roasted in chat. Your choice. Yeah, classic Brits. Always behind the times. I jest. All right. Good humor. Not got the time. He doesn't have the time. That's right. Brits, they're too good for us. Hey, that's okay. We'll come over and throw that tea you like to drink all the time right into the channel. How's that sound? We'll be over. I'm buying my plane ticket. All right. I jest. That wasn't even that funny. We're going to turns 1s here. Steven coming in with Kadachi, leg tap, flying kick, spicy for 7. What a great turn 1 there. Not too shabby. Adam, what are you doing instead then? Hit me with it. You got a footy match or something? I think that's what soccer is called over there, right? I don't know. Let me know. Maybe I got the wrong. Maybe that's only like the rambunctious side of Britain. Adam's probably more high class than that, Hell, it's like more of a top of the morning to you, and tea and crumpets and the Queen, or oh boy, well, he's never coming back. It was fun while it lasted, Adam. See you in a couple years. Oh, not at 11 p.m. Yeah, I hear you there. I hear you there, but hopefully we see you Sunday, my man. Hopefully that's where we have the 2 times. The way we can, if you can't make one of it, hopefully you can at least make another. That's kind of the idea. So Cody taking 3 life here to start his turns. Who do you have in this matchup? Do you have Briar, the brand new hero here out of Tails, or do you have Steven on the Ira? This is a tough match. It's a tough one to call. I'm not actually sure who I think would win it straight up. I look at the no arcane barrier there from Steven, and I lean Briar on it. So we'll see here. So Cody coming in with the Vela Flash. He's able to fuse it, which means his next non-attack action card can be played as an instant, which aka he can refresh his action point. So this looks to be a Lightning Briar, which is pretty spicy on the go wide. It's kind of very similar to the Ninja, very low costing spells, very wide turns. If Cody can string together some arcane damage, he'll likely win this one. So we'll see. Steven taking 5, so that's a pretty good start. Cody then's going to follow it up with a Pulse. And shuffle back in Electrify and Weave Lightning back into the deck. No. There it is. Finally made your way to. Sometimes the Tails cards just don't like to come up, you know? I don't know what it is. But that's all right. So, Cody there was able to put up to 2 target Earth, Lightning, and or Elemental action cards from the graveyard. On top of your deck, you banish it. Oh, he wasn't actually supposed to shuffle that. That's okay, though. I think we've missed it. I just read that and forgot it's not a shuffle. Okay, then. I might be able to fix this. Hold on. All right, there we go. Had to fix that real quick. Pulse does put it on top and doesn't shuffle. Because it's turn 1 for Cody here, we actually can sneak out a very easy fix to that, which is just pull the cards out and reshuffle the deck. Everything stays in the random order. The 2 cards go on top. There wasn't a pitch zone to worry about. So very easy fix. That can get pretty messy later on. Up to a lot of judges' decisions on how that goes. But we snuck out of that one pretty clean. So, all right. So, talk about clean damage here. Cody found 8 damage that turn. Sends Steven down to 12, which is, definitely lean Briar. It looks good. Cody's got an embodiment of Earth to assist in his block. And cards to work with. So, Steven here, going into his turn. Should be 3 cards in hand. Steven, Kadachi for 1. Cody takes it down to 16. Steven, E-Strike for 6. Go again. Great use there. Puts a card at the bottom. 6 go again. Cody throws 2 non-attack action cards in there, which are going to be pumped up by the embodiment of Earth to block for 6. And then follows it up. Steven with another Command and Conquer for 6. So 13 damage total this turn. Cody's going to take the 6. down to 10, excuse that, and loses an Electrify. So Cody should have 2 cards in hand to work with. 2 cards in hand to work with. He's going to have to go back in his turn. Does now find himself 2 life to disadvantage, even after that monstrous last turn. Ooh, Amulet there is the reason why he was not able to block. It's possible that that other card is also a non-blocker in his hand. A little bit of unfortunate timing there, but Cody here makes a rune chant off the Grasp, and it comes in with the Thorn to do 1 arcane damage, 2 physical. Steven takes all of it, and Cody finds himself back on top in life, gets to arsenal that 1 card, and pass the turn. Could be a Ball Lightning maybe in there, maybe not. So Steven, starting off with the Kadachi Kadachi. Who do you guys have? Let me know. Adam, who do you got as you're watching us from bed? Or maybe you're going out for the night. I don't know. It's Friday at 11 p.m. I guess I shouldn't live your life for you. What are you doing? You going out? Are you hitting the clubs? Finding the ladies? Or are you going to bed kind of man? Let's see. You know, if he's got the lady might be telling him what he's doing, so I guess it might not be Adam's choice, all things considered. I know how that goes. How you doing, Kat? I see you there in chat. I jest. Woo. Gotta make sure that we're safe. The Kadachi for 2 coming in. The first one got blocks to the Grasp. Oh boy, I'm getting a look now, fellas. Let me tell you what. There's a little window between the studio, and I got a look. I might not be back on Sunday if I'm still alive. I'll be there on Sunday. I can't wait to see how you guys. So Steven following up with a Torrent of Tempo for 5 coming in. No mask potential trigger here. Both the other Kadachis did get blocked. Not surprised. I didn't see Kat voting for the Ira here. She voted against Ira in the last one. Abandoned her lady, and they ended up winning too, so that's got to feel a little bad. All right, so Cody here taking the 5, wanting to keep cards in hand. It hits, so it's gonna have go again. So that's a pretty rough, but Cody calls it out correctly. Steven couldn't follow it up with the 1 card in hand. Wasn't a 0 cost attack. So Cody will not have to face another attack this turn. But 9 to 5 finds himself now 4 life to the disadvantage. No more block left on his Grasp. His Skullcap, though, is active again to block for 1. And we're going to see what he can do with 3 cards in hand and 1 in arsenal. Been keeping an eye on that arsenal. It's likely a Ball Lightning, I would like to venture a guess. Potentially another Amulet. Cody, though, just coming in E-Strike for 7. Leaves 1 card in hand, 1 card in arsenal. No go again on his E-Strike. Steven's sitting at 9, so at the moment it's not lethal, but there is a chance there Cody possibly ups the attack. I don't think Briar plays a lot of Razor's Reflex, but there might be in there. Cody might sneak one out here, catching Steven napping. Steven, though, gonna respect it. At least looks like he's going to throw the mask in front of it. Mask and the tunic. Hello. Steven wants to block 3 of it. Is going to cover the potential reflex. Moves to reactions. Steven's got a yellow flick black to combine with that for a total of 6. Cody pitches for 2. Activates his creepers. All right, that's going to allow him to play a non-attack action card this turn as though it was an instant. It is active thanks to the E-Strike there. He'll instant speed out Amulet of Lightning to get the go again. Refreshes his action point, and now Thorn can come in for 2 and 2. Steven here is not going to be able to block the arcane damage, so so Cody's Spellbound Creepers are going to be able to stick around. And he will be able... So Steven takes the 1, falls to 8, and then Cody will be able to come in with the Rosetta Thorn. After that, 2 and 2. No arcane barrier here for Steven. He's all gas, no brakes. He can block the physical if he wants. Staring down 4. We got 5 to 8. This could be knocks Steven down by half, and it does. Sends him down to 4. Oh, you're trying to build a deck, Adam. Well, you know what a great time it would have been to test the deck. Oh boy. You know, there's an event usually that happens on Friday nights that that you can test spicy builds at. All right, I jest. What deck are you trying to build? Hit me with the juice. Let's try to keep it secret. But what's the fun in that? Hit me with the deets, my man. Hit me with the nice deets. All right, so back into Steven's turn. He's going to have 2 cards in hand to work with and 1 card in arsenal. Oh, no, he threw 2 equipment and the flick flack and then took the damage. He's got 3 cards in hand, 1 in arsenal. Something tells me Adam's trying to build a Lexi here. Oh, it's an old him. I guess wrong. Damn. I thought he was going to mix it up a little bit, come out with some spice, some juice, you know. That's all right. That old him deck is pretty good deck. That's pretty good. You've been talking to Drew too much. That's what's up. That's what's up. But no, I like it. That's pretty good. So, Kodachi for 1, Kodachi for 2. Cody, blocks 1, blocks 2. I like it, though. I mean, I think old him can kind of sneak away with doing the double fusion type of stuff. Or maybe leaning heavier on ice with a little bit of earth splashed in. As Steven follows his Kodachis up with a Torrent Tempo for 5. If it hits, go again. 1 card in hand, 1 card in arsenal. Definitely needs to respect that, Cody does. And we may see the problems with Briar here. If Cody gets a bad hand of defense, Steven could sneak one out here. Ooh, just not sure if you're going to get shielded in first or unlimited. Well, if you want to take a stab at the first, I could ship you over some boxes. I could. Although you can likely get them locally. I understand that. So Cody throws the boots in and the lightning surge. To block 3 of it, he'll take 2. So Cody taking 2, going to 3. Steven does have go again now. Ooh, exude confidence. Not the craziest in this matchup. You like to, yeah, rather get a single. That's fair. That is fair. If I see anybody with one, I'll let you know. I'll pass the word around. I'll send them your direction. Try to get you hooked up or whatnot. And the least I can do is try to facilitate that. If you're looking for any hard devices, let me know. I got a few of those in cold foils. I'm sure you probably already do as well. Cody blocks for 1 and the electrify for 2, blocks for 3. So 4 total actually because of the embodiment. Excuse me. Cody was able to point that out. Normally that would be a 2 block on the electrify, but the embodiment, that money effect there. So embodiment of Earth, though, awesome card there for Briars. One of the Briar hero effects. When you deal damage with an attack action card, you gain an embodiment of Earth. Ooh, yeah. Heart and shield is a lot of money. You're right. You are right. That is true. And, you know, the shield more important than the heart. That's for sure. The heart's only super important in, like, defense reaction metas or defense reaction decks. And a lot of them, you don't have to worry too much about it. And even then, sometimes it's like, okay, sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't type of thing. Into Cody's turn, coming in with a shockwave here. of the Arcanic type. No fusion there. But it is still a 4 attack. Steven's got the Flick Flag. That's a defensive ninja for you. And is able to block it from 1 card. It means Cody is going to draw 4 and pass the turn. So Steven, going into his turn, 3 cards in hand, 1 in arsenal. Has a Snapdragon Scaler still available. And his Breaking Scales if he wants to pump up a card with combo. Well, Adam, when you get it built up, whether it's Blitz or CC, let me know. I will playtest with you. I'm on the playtesting kind of grind, getting ready for Nationals here. Making sure I got the right deck choice. I am playing a Defensive Prism. Defensive Prism, sort of like Tyler's from the last calling, but not quite. This is one of the Defensive Prism lists that was sent to me from the Australians, actually. And from some of their road to national wins. Well, not theirs directly, but theirs that they have seen. So, Steven here, Kadachi. Cody falls at 2. Steven then follows it up with a Command and Conquer for 6. Yeah, it works. It's a lot of fun. Defense reaction decks are pretty busted. Because you really just don't care what your opponent's doing. In Prism like that, you're just like, okay, I block all of this and make some shields and send it. You got a Bravo CC ready to test. Okay, that'd be a fun one. That would be a fun one. Cody here, block 6. Leaves him with 1 card in hand there. And Steven passes, so the 1 card's still in arsenal. Cody's going to have to arsenal and pass the turn. He does still have that amulet out there if he can ever find a lightning fusion. Cody needs to try to get some embodiment of Earths going. Try to help block out through this game. That would pretty much mean, though, that he's got the tempo control back and will likely just win from that anyways. Keep that in mind, though. Steven here, 4 cards in hand. We're seeing this kind of the same scenario as last game. Opponent's at 2 life. Steven's low as well, but Steven likely has the tempo lock. Cody, no blocks on the first one. Trying to keep resources. Trying to keep cards in hand. Kadachi for 2. Now, everything's going to require a response. We haven't seen Steven use the Razor's Reflex yet, though. So, eventually he'll find that. My biggest thing with the Defensive Prism, though, is you do run out of time in some matchups. So, it's there is a serious chance to find some draws, unfortunately, like playing control strategy in Magic. Yeah, I've definitely considered that, Martin. I will likely, if you keep an eye on the channel, there likely will be some playtesting videos coming out this month while the playtest happens. Oh, hold on a second. I got a little distracted here. Steven was able to close it out. Got distracted reading your comment. Cody wasn't able to block it. Had 0 blocks in hands, and after that, and fell to the Ira. So Ira 2-0 today, and round number 2. We'll talk a little bit about the end of that there from Martin's question. Yeah, keep an eye on the channel because there will likely be some videos on the playtesting on both players' perspectives and just like my perspective, and talking through kind of some of the decisions made and why, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, because also when you play test, you do want to test your limits on some of it and test, okay, what happens if I do this instead of that type of thing. So keep your eye on the channel. There will be some of that for sure coming down the line this month. So hopefully we can provide you guys the content that you're looking for. But that wraps us up here for round number 2. You can keep suggesting stuff in chat. I'll see it during the pause, and the voiceover might come in out of the silence and respond to you. If not, I'll see you in the lobby. But yeah, wraps it up. Dirty Casual, you missed Steven ending the game. If you just remember game 1, just picture that in game 2. Without the delay, Steven was able to not brick on the draws that time and follow it out. That was a Briar, though. It was a Briar. It got close. It was 1-4 at one point, 2-4 actually at one point, going into one of the rounds. But that actually wraps it up here for round number 2. So if you guys give me like literally 2 seconds, I'll get round number 3 coming at you. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be there shortly. I told you guys it'd be a quick one. Hey everyone, and welcome back to round number 3 of Uncharted Realms' weekly event. It's Friday, it's Armory, it's Blitz, and it's Kano, baby! William on the Kano, trying to knock down this ninja. Steven won the dice roll and will allow Kano to start the damage trade. But that's a very smart option there from Steven. He's got 3 arcane barrier. So not too bad. So you guys that wanted to see the arcane damage in the previous round, guess what? We set it up for you guys to get way more arcane damage. And it's on the Kano. So I already let him know I was hype on the Kano. So William gonna go ahead and start off with a tome to draw 2, which means he's now all blind off the top here. But he gets to go into his turn, or he gets to function with 5 cards now. Oh, yeah. It is a Kano into the Ira. No, it's good. It's hope Ira can survive. We'll see, though. William didn't like the 2 cards he drew. Look, we get some roast in action here. Yeah, that's a red Voltic Bolt in the banner zone. That's going to come in for 2 for 5 straight. Tome is the pitch. Oh, William could have kept that in the arsenal, though. Ooh, I kind of would have liked that. But William is like, you know what? No, we're not setting up. We're not playing defensive at all. We are just sending it. So, just for 5 coming in. Steven blocks 3 of it. Falls to 18. Who do you guys have in this matchup? Ooh, William has a blazing... all reds in hand. He just wants to push the damage. Didn't want to keep the tome. It's likely another red in hand, which is why he couldn't. He's going to look to try to arsenal that card for sure. But 3 damage now staring at Steven. And he just pitches the blue and moves on. You got faith in Ira? Nah, get this man out of it. Does nobody watch the stream? Does nobody know that this is a Kano only stream? Like, what? Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kano. All day, every day. I jest. It hasn't been Kano for a long time. Oh, yes, you have, Cat. I wonder, how many times have you played against the Kano and gotten just whopped on your Insta? I'm messing with you, dirty casuals. I'm messing. Yeah, with William going first there, it's going to be tougher for him to win, for sure. He did get the chance to function on the cap. Ooh, had a fork lightning hand. It looks like William's not finding a good set of blues either. Had a very red heavy hand as well. Now, we look at William's equipment. It shows a more damage focused equipment. Talismanic Lens and the Metacarpus nodes are the 2 kind of meta pieces there that you could either do Skull Cap or you throw in an Iron Rock Gauntlets, which I'm a big fan of the gauntlets in this matchup and the skull cap because you can block the Kadachis, keep yourself from losing any cards. Now, William got a little bit lucky there. Steven, blue cards. It means that he gets to sneak out of there, only taking 1 damage, 17 to 14. Excuse me, 18 to 14. We took one off the wrong. Sorry that, gents. We had that the wrong way. 18 to 14. 8th spindle, William did for 4. Did not have the resources there to crucible it. William opts once and leaves it on top. All right. He does have the Striders. Yep, the Storm Striders. I generally don't mention them because they're the classic wizard piece. But for those that might not know, the Storm Striders are at an instant speed. William can pay 1. And if he does, he may cast his next non-attack action card at instant speed this turn. It also comes with a nice handy arcane barrier too. You have seen some, I believe it. I've seen some janky Kanos as well. They generally don't get there, but all right. So I got 17 to 13. Steven had William at 20 life, but no. Starts at 15. All right, so Needle coming in for 3. This is where I like the skull cap at. I used to run a lot of Fate for Scenes when Ira was a much bigger part of the meta, because there is nothing better than just popping those needles straight up. Boom! Staring down an attack for 6. He's incentivized to actually just lose the card in Arsenal, I think. Could just throw 2 cards out. Could just throw 2 cards out to block 6 and move on. And just start going into a more controlling style matchup. 2 cards in hand to deal chip away damage until you think you have the win. That's exactly what he does. Block 6. Ooh, a Sonic Boom is part of the block there. Wow. He threw a blue card and a Sonic Boom away. I wonder what he kept in hand then. William, though, tunes up and passes. Oh, maybe he's got a Stir Fork Lightning brewing. Steven's got a little bit too much life for that right now. Sonic Boom, he had a Sonic Boom and a blue. That would have been really decent. But if he's sitting on a Stir Fork Lightning combination, that might be the reason why. We'll have to keep an eye on that card in Arsenal and some of these other ones in hand to that decision. So, Steven, Karachi, and Needle. 4 total damage here William took. Another Command and Conquer for 6. Oh boy. Back to back. This is why I would have liked to seen the Sonic Boom there. That would have forced at least 1 card out of hand from Steven. And William would have got chip damage away with it. At least 1 damage, and got to look off the top. So I think William might have not necessarily punted there, but made some tech decisions that might not work out here. Especially when you stare down a second Command and Conquer there. William could still function off at instant speed here if he wants to keep that card from getting destroyed. Blocks for 8, so definitely had a stir. Definitely had the stir. I'm not sure why he blocked for 8 there. The stir only blocks for 2. So I guess a little bit of an overblock. Okay. All right. No sweat. No sweat. So, Steven, Karachi for 1. Back to his turn. 4 cards. William getting chipped away. Not able to function back. 17 is still in range of Kano blowing out. Not likely with 4 cards in hand to start a turn. But it is definitely possible. Kano can make some serious numbers. It's harder on the instep, though, to get to those numbers. Because a lot of times you need your Storm Striders for the Blazing Aether out of Arsenal. But it is still possible, even with the cards William has in hand, unblocks to make 18 damage. William breaks his lens, wants to opt to, wants to take a look. Might have waited too long, and this is likely going Ira's way. As much as it pains me to say that. William puts both bottom and does not block the needle. Goes to reactions. Steven's got the razor. That leaves him 2 cards in hand with the shields. William now needs to find 17 damage against 2 cards and 3 arcane barriers. So 6 total if you count it. 23 total. If William can find 23 total here, he can win. Oh, finds the energy potion and William lets him know he wins. He does have the Stir Fork ready to go, but just did not get a chance to do it. So, William opting to keep the Stir Fork combination together instead of firing off on the Sonic Boom. But you do get a little bit rough there once you throw that Forked Lightning there into Arsenal. It gets a little bit unfortunate. You're almost set up into that line of play. William just never saw the mana and the resources to even do it either. So, even though he wanted to and he had the setup, just never found the blue. It was a very red, a red kind of a hand, a red kind of day, a red kind of rounds, and his life total in the red. So Steven, 3-0, making his way through this event. And that's going to wrap it up here for round number 3. It's tough. It's rough. You hate to see the wizard fall, but alas. Gives William a chance to come back as Kano the White, though, you know? We'll get a little Lord of the Rings in there. Maybe, you know, it takes a bit. But, all right, guys, we'll catch you in the beginning of round number 4. So don't go anywhere. It'll come at you quick, fast, and in a hurry. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Realms' weekly event. I'm Brent, sitting alongside a streamer to be named in the awesome production studio. Excited because we are halfway there. We are living on a prayer. We are going to get DMCA'd over here because that was a little bit of Bon Jovi action coming at you. But Steven's trying to go 4 for 4 right now on stream, as he is making his way through this tournament. He's against Anthony this time, another Briar player. So another Ira v. Briar. Ira got it the last time, but can Briar get revenge? What do you guys think? Does Briar take it back? Does Briar get revenge? Or does Steven on his Ira keep just trucking through right here, slicing and dicing the competition? Let me know who you got. Let me know who you think is going to win this matchup, as Steven is going to be our turn 1 player. And we're going to see what happens here on the Kodachi. A little bit of camera fixing, and we continue on. So Kodachi coming in. We'll see what Anthony does. He does nothing, takes it. He wants to get 1,000 cutted, sliced and diced. And actually, after that, Steven's just going to arsenal a card and pass. Hold on a second. Cat has doubted Ira too much today. Well, you know what? I think you're smart. Picking the Ira again. Oh, hello. A little bit of echo again. Well, hey, anyways, guys, if you like what you're seeing, if you're having a great time, hit that like and subscribe button. That like button lets us know that you're enjoying it. The subscribe button lets us know you want to see more. And then when you do that, you could also hit us up on the Discord if you want. Come on in, come join an event, come have fun, or just continue hanging out and chat. That's all right. There is a lot of chat there in the Discord as well you can entertain yourself with. But talking about entertaining, Anthony coming in with the ball lightning. So far hasn't needed any rules clarifications today. He said he might need some on the replacement effects, but so far so good. So we're going to continue the action. Ball lightning coming in. So 2 potential plus here if the ball lightning hits. You'll deal that much damage plus 1. Steven blocks the 2. Or blocks all 3 of it. Now Anthony's going to follow up all of his Flicker with is going to cancel the chain. Oh no, is it? Yeah, it's going to cancel the chain or close the chain. All right, so we got that figured out there. Flicker Wisp did close the chain, so it's only going to be 2 arcane damage because it was fused. So it'll deal 1 arcane damage to target hero, and then Steven or Anthony can stack the replacement effects. So Flicker Wisp can do an extra 1. Steven, though, doesn't have any arcane barrier, so that's where Briar might get in there. I'm going to vote for the Briar again. I've been wrong today every time I voted against it. But I believe in the Briar right now. 2 arcane, 2 physical, thanks to an attack action and a non-attack action card coming across this turn. That enables Rosetta Thorn's ability there. When you attack with Rosetta Thorn, if you played an attack and a non-attack, deal 2 damage. Arcane type with 2 physical. So Anthony there knocks Steven down to 14 in total. on his turn number 1. So not too shabby. Gets to arsenal card and pass as well. Didn't make any embodiment of Earth tokens, unfortunately, there. Didn't have the chance to. Those are on attack action cards. So we'll go to Steven's turn with Kodachi for 1. Anthony will be kind of at 1 less block on his non-attack action. Yeah, the 0 arcane barrier is rough, very casual. That's what made Briar super, super strong in the limited formats of the pre-release and drafting games for the sealed and draft for those that played in their pre-release events and following armory events that also had limited gameplay going on. Briar was super, super strong because just you can call it true damage on the arcane. Steven, though, Razor's Reflex on the Kodachi. Coming in for 3. Extra. So 5 over 2 means Anthony takes 3, falls at 15. Yeah, Briar did dominate Dirty Casuals. I did not see a tournament result, either myself in person or online, that did not have at least 5 Briars in the top 8. And there were multiple events that had a full 8 of Briars. So, and Briar won about 75-80% across the world and just straight winning the events. But in top 4, it's even more. So Steven coming in for 2. If it hits, it gains go again. Anthony got a little Oracle clarifications there on breaking skills. Not effective here not active here because Soul Beast Strike does not have combo. Anthony will be able to block this if he so chooses, and throws a Sting of Sorcery in front of it. Blocks away. The Skull Cap was also in there, so that'll get a counter. The grass will get a counter. And the Sting made its way to into the equipment zone. There we go. Yeah, 2 pre-releases on Briar, a golden ticket sealed on Oldhim. Nice, dude. A draft armory on Lexi and Hold'em. All heroes are great. I agree with you. All heroes are awesome. But having no arcane barrier in a set was a really poor decision there from LSS, I think. Now, don't get me wrong. All heroes can definitely win. Like I said, Briar only made 75%. It wasn't like 100, but you did have to have a decent pool or draft experience to win on the other heroes. I did make a top 8 with Oldhim myself on the first Friday. It was actually an out-of-the-box gaming I did. So, back into Anthony's turn. Starts with the Weave Lightning. Into Archaic Shockwave. Gets to fuse it because it has a Ball Lightning in hand. So, Weave Lightning is going to give it +2. It gives it go again. 4 attack, 1 arcane. And then Anthony can also follow up with his Ball Lightning if he wants. Oh, 100% Dirty Casuals. I've recommended to all of my play groups I play in that if we do any more sealed or draft, that we throw in a token Arcane Barrier or a token Null Rune Hood to the pool that everybody has access to at the token. So Arcane gets in, and then Steven blocks the Flick Flack for 4. But Anthony's got a Lightning Press to give it up to +3. Leaves just the Ball Lightning in hand, which he can still cast this turn if he wants. He likely will just come in with the Rosetta Thorn instead. I do feel kind of LSS dropped the ball a little bit on not having at least some Arcane Barrier in the set. It would be like having no Arcane Barrier in a set with Kano, which sort of was the thing for the Arcane Rising limited stuff. It was a pretty big, you either got the equipment or you didn't. and you could find yourself dying. But Kano has the unfortunate fact that he's 15 life, right? Which makes a huge difference. Briar doesn't have that downside. She just gets the true damage for free. All right, so Anthony here, popping his Aether Iron Weave, gets 2 resources floating. Interesting choice here. He already had the Lightning Press. It got fully blocked to come in with the Rosetta Thorn for 2 and 2. He did not want to pitch this Ball Lightning. Would have rather popped his equipment. So making a tech choice here. The extra arcane barrier for limited sucks. Potentially. So the difference between a dominated attack and arcane damage is that a dominated attack can still be blocked with a card in hand and or an additional card at arsenal and or equipment. There's a lot of interaction. I was stringing together solid 4 to 5 arcane damage turns on Briar. You can get some very spicy stuff. Now, to be fair, in draft, I will say though, did a draft with Briar, and there was 3 people drafting Briar in an 8-man pod, and Briar took first and second place. All right, here. So Steven coming in with 2, but each their own, right? It is all meta dependent on how people play. I think having some interaction in a very interaction-heavy game is probably a pretty safe call. But Steven, all right, so speaking of interaction, Anthony came in, took 2 from the second Kadachi, and Steven follows it up with a Exude Confidence for 4. Anthony at 12, Steven at 10. So while I agree that all the heroes are awesome and fun to play, unfortunately the math and the results around the world just doesn't do any favors for the old him and Lexi. They're fun heroes, I'll give them that. It was awesome to see some Lexis and old hims go pretty far. But I will say that I played in 4 events and did not see a single old him or Lexi make top 4. Pre-release had extra amulets to make Briar better. Yeah, 100% Martin. All right, so Anthony blocks it with the Pulse. That'll block it enough. Blocks for 4. No mass trigger there, but Steven got the spice. Follows it up with the Command and Conquer. Yeah, Martin, I agree with you. The amulets for Briar were pretty juicy. The Ice Amulet was okay. You could discard a card. I thought that effect was pretty good, but being able to give something go again as well was pretty juice. And the Earth Amulet was kind of but in all reality, it really just fused the Earth stuff. You're talking Stirs and Bramble Sparks, plus the ability to potentially generate an embodiment of lightning. It was just free. It was just made stuff really good. All right, so out of Arsenal here, Anthony coming in with a Red Ball Lightning. So 3 plus potential 1, so up to 4, possibly. Anthony does have a card in hand here as well. And Lightning presses it. Woo! Spicy Anthony having the pieces. I like it. Great reaction there. Actually, at instant. Excuse me. So the ball will pump it up by 1. So the Lightning press is going to make it 3 over. And then the ball is going to pump it up by 1. Critical to note there, Lightning press is at instant speed. If it is stuck, you can target some opponent stuff if you want. All right, so Anthony ends it there. Passes the turn. Not too shabby though, Steven. Getting pressed. The issue is definitely getting pressed on the life total thanks to these lightning cards. as we're going to see what he can do with 3 cards in hands. Well, I'll tell you it's Kadachi. Well, no, I stand corrected. Lake Tap first to come in. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think a big case is going to be made here at the next calling. Keep an eye out for Fort Worth and Cincinnati. Both of those are going to be limited callings, so it's really gonna come down to if other heroes can survive, or if it's going to be all Briar on day 2. We're going to find out, though. You know it, Dirty Casuals. I gotta fit it in somewhere. Command and Conquer for 7. Steven, no Kadachi's here. Is this really a ninja player? No Kadachi's on a turn? Say it ain't so, but comes in with a Command and Conquer for 7. The problem with Briar, though, is Anthony could be staring at a hand of just non-blocks. Or potentially low blocks. He does have some embodiments of Earth. 1 to be exact. But yeah, we'll see on the issue of limited. We're gonna see what happens at the callings, and see what happens. It'll be key things to note. It'll really decide when you start getting big enough man tournaments, where the best of the best pools come out and the players come out. If we don't see some pretty even representation across the board, I think it'll be pretty indicative. So clarification again on the arm piece there for Ninja. It does have to be a card with combo. Command and Conquer, unfortunately, no combo, but really good effects. Anthony here, I think he's about to lay down 4 cards. I think he's got a handful of no blocks actually. He looked at those cards and said no. Oh boy. Guys, hello. Ira knocked it down to 1. We got a situation on our hands here. Did Briar make the right call? We're going to find out. Steven draws his 4. Briar. Anthony on 4 cards to start his turn. And we are going to find out. Wow, what a hit there. Anthony took some serious damage on that 7 on that Command and Conquer. Flicker Lisp is fused. Ball Lightning. So this is gonna all this arcane is gonna be pretty heavy. So 2 arcane here. Non-blockable by Steven. So falls to 4. If Anthony can find 2 damage and the Thorn here, he'll win. Or 4 arcane damage. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree that Briar is the easiest to build. It is fairly easy to build, though. I will say that. I don't know if that's the reason, though, is what I mean to say. That is super, super strong. It's really easy to just... I know when you're drafting, if you're trying to draft a Briar, you just take every Bramble Spark, Ball Lightning, and Stir the Wildwood you can find, and you just send it. Now, I play it with a little bit more of an Earth style to it, to be fair. But you take all of the Bramble Sparks, Ball Lightnings, Lightning Surges you can find, and all the Stir the Wild Winds and Singeing Steel Blades. That's pretty much all you need. Anthony following in with an E-Strike draw for 5. He does have the Snapdragon to give it go again. So Steven's facing out some serious damage this turn. Anthony, E-Strike resolves, draws the card. But we'll find out. Is you guys planning on attending any of the callings, whether it be in the U.S. or in your other countries there across the wide bodies of water when they make their way over? I know they're going to be a little bit later on in the year, but I'm very interested to watch coverage of those events as well. I would love to see you guys there. If anybody's going, let me know, and I'll keep a close eye on the broadcast, because I'd love to see you guys play. Steven throws the mask and the tunic in front of this. Oh boy, sending himself very low. He's got to be careful on this Thorn. Goes to reactions. No reactions from Anthony. Steven blocks the flick, or plays a flick flack. It's another 2. Blocks for 5. If Anthony can increase the damage here. If Steven falls to 2, Anthony is almost guaranteed to get it on the Thorn. So gives it go again. Now, Flick Flack ability is active, so the next card Steven blocks with combo is going to be pumped up by 2. So Anthony pitches the Ball of Lightning. Will plays the Rites of Lightning instead. It is going to have go again because he's dealt arcane damage. It wasn't fused, so no arcane damage from Rites, unfortunately. But it is 4 go again. Thanks to the Flicker Wisp. Steven so far doing an excellent job keeping his life total high. Just remember though, 1 card with combo can block this. And that's exactly it. He blocks for 5. But then the Thorn's going to come in. 2 and 2 off the Thorn. Steven will fall to 2 and then have to spend 1 card to block. Go to his turn with just 1 card in hand. Now, if it's a blue and a 0, he can Kodachi here and rip 2 cards out of Anthony's hand. And we go into a very scary situation here for both players. I guess nobody's going to the calling. I didn't hear anything. But we'll see. It'll be very interesting to note. I'd love to see some Oldheims and some Lexis get in there and kill it. I would love to see it, but I'm worried. I'm worried they won't. Now Anthony does have the Skull Cap available. Steven takes the 2 Arcane. Nothing he could do there. Okay. All right, Dirty Casuals. Well, hopefully maybe you'll see me. I'll be going. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to play or not. Using your golden ticket for Dallas. Nice, dude. Are you going to Nationals as well there? I likely won't make the stream because I have family up in Cincinnati. So I likely will travel to Cincinnati, maybe show up, get a mat. I collect a lot of the mats, so I'll likely sign up for the main event, collect the mat, and take a look at the seal pool, see if it's for me, and drop. So Steven coming in, Kodachi for 1. Anthony throws a Skull Cap in front of it. Keeps cards in hand. Nice. Got your invite from the RTN. Solid, dude. I will definitely see you there. I'm still waiting. I'm just waiting on my my email. It's getting pretty close, but I'm waiting on that confirmation email. Already saw my name on the list, so I know I'm good there. So Steven got the both Kodachis in, but Anthony was able to block them out. There is a Ball Lightning sitting in the pitch zone. That doesn't belong there. It's going under. Got it covered. Pitches a blue. Makes a rune chant. Uh-oh. Anthony just needs to find... He's got 1 floating. He could make another rune chant. Oh, no, it's going to be 1... All right, there. So now we got the rune chant in there. Now, Anthony could just make another rune chant if he wants. It was going to cost him 3 and attack. He would do it. So, but Rites of Lightning here, though, is going to be enough on the Arcane because it's fused. If Anthony gets there on the back of no rune brought by Steven. I think Steven should have brought some no rune gloves, but he didn't respect it. We'll see if Steven has Steven says he's a ninja. He doesn't take that mage stuff. Oh boy. He's very, very thematic on it. But yeah, it'd be awesome to go play in Orlando for a little bit. Gonna have to take the day off work, drive down Thursday after work, take the day off work on Friday, go play. Yeah, that 1 no rune piece definitely helps. Could have been on the gloves. Now, to be fair, the gloves also did block a damage, right? Keep that in mind. Steven's got the sigil, baby. Let's go. Although the problem is that that Rites is gonna have go again here. Steven does stay alive. He is going to have to block it, though. It is still a Rites of Lightning red coming in, so plus the fusion from the Weave Lightning. We'll need to block the 5. He does. 2 cards out of the hand. It's going to have go again, and then all Anthony needs to do is come in, with something else, pull out the cards and refresh his turn. The grab's already blocked for one on the previous. Wesley there for Anthony on the Kadachis. And it should block for 2, I believe. Oh no, it does get a -1. Yeah, I think I missed it. I think if I'm thinking back to the turn. You're talking about the double Kadachi turn from Steven? Oh boy, I might have been talking too much about limited. I might have missed it. Well, my bad there, Wesley. Unfortunately, I can't go back and fix that now. It's too late. Oh. Yeah, if that's the case, I feel pretty bad about missing that. And likely is. Can't quite remember the turn. I think I was a little talking too much. He would have had to have used a card. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it changes the outcome of the game, but it definitely would have made it different. Sting of Sorcery here ends it. That's for sure. I believe Anthony still gets there on 2. I will be honest, he could have just made some more rune chains as well if he wanted to. Or to close the game out, but here throws the Sting on the previous turns. Anthony's mentioned that he's super nervous about this game and forgetting to throw his pitch under. There we go. Makes a rune chant. And it comes in with an Arcanic Shockwave, excuse me. Two Arcane, 4 Physical. Steven's seeing if he's got another sigil in hand. He does. Anthony, very, very happy about that. I don't know how happy, but excited. Oh boy. Steven here only needs to now block 4 if he has Steven might still get there. I'll be real. He can block with 1 card here, fall to 1, come back with 2 cards on his turn. He flick-flacks it. That's gonna block for 3 and take 1. As a yellow flick-flack. Falls to 1. So yeah, unfortunately, I think we probably did miss Steven actually winning it there on the grass block. So that's my bad there. Too much limited talk, you know? Grass isn't limited, so that's why I missed it. But Steven's, you know what? It made the game go longer, so screw it, right? Everybody's just fighting for XP here. Steven gonna come in with a Kadachi for 1. Now, Anthony 100% has no armor, so there's no even question on this one this time. He's going to have to start using cards. It's at least going to get 2 cards. Steven is going to at least get 2 cards, potentially all 4, if there's an Exude Confidence in his hand, or theoretically another attack that attacks for 4 or greater. And it's also possible Anthony doesn't have any block left in hand. Keep that in mind. It's a top deck battle. You're right, Dirty. Steven, do you have it? Oh, push the point for 4. He does. Oh, boy. I don't think Anthony has the block, though. He doesn't have it. He can only block 3, so it didn't even matter. Push the point, not push forward. We'll update that one. There it is. Oh boy. So Wesley, you were correct in calling it out. I'm running it back through my head on why he still had the 4 cards in his hand. He definitely blocks 2 with the grasp instead of the 1. Forgot about the -1 on the counters. But as Dirty Casual say, Ira always finds a way. So Fate came back. Steven takes it. made it a little bit more of an exciting match. You know what I'm saying? We got to help the Briar out a little bit. But we do see the downside of limited blocking potential on some of these elemental cards. Glad we could at least showcase that. But if you guys like what you see, if you're having a great time, if you're enjoying chatting, hit that like and subscribe button and come join us on the Discord. Come out and have fun. We'd love to see you either play testing, hanging out, or joining us on one of our events. We've got the events Friday and on Sundays. Friday at 5 p.m., Sundays at 2 p.m. We'd love to see you there. But that wraps it up for us here in this round. And the next round is going to come at you soon because that's going to be time. So don't go anywhere, guys. Next round's coming at you quick, fast, and in a hurry. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Realms' weekly event. I'm Brent, alongside streamer to be named in the awesome production studio. Excited because we got another Costa Rica v Costa Rica match here. Jorge, at the top of your screen, I'm Bravo, and Steven still on his IRA after five whole rounds of it, still going strong. I think we had to vote against Steven just on general principle alone. So Jorge on the Bravo has my vote. He's rocking the skull cap, the tectonic plating, the Kratos fist, and the iron rod leg. So difference here that you normally see against Bravos is a lot of them run the Mage Master boots, but Jorge opting for one extra armor instead of firing off the Tome of Feindal. So keep that in mind. So it'll play a little bit differently. Steven still rocking the same stuff, still playing the ninja very thematically, and doesn't even take Arcane Barrier on his own principles of just being a ninja. So Jorge here coming in with a Bravo activation, or excuse me, Tectonic Plating first to make a Seismic Surge into a Bravo, into a Cartilage Crush. This one's red though, so it's coming in for 7 total. 7 Dominate, great way to start the game. It's gonna get Steven's mask right away. Steven though gonna block for 7. Cartilage Crush is a Frostbite-esque tax, or you could say Frostbite is a Cartilage Crush-esque tax. Oh, because it was made second. Steven draws his 1 card, but is down his mask. Jorge arsenals a card and draws up. So didn't get any damage on that Dominate. You like to see it a lot of times on the Dominate, but Steven expertly was able to block it, starts away on the chip. Now, Steven here didn't mention prior to this game that he usually loses this matchup. So keep that in mind. Steven thinking he's playing as the underdog, but we all know here following the stream that Steven is on fire. So Jorge, no blocks in the first Kodachi, means 20 to 19. And we have a Kodachi for 2, the just classic toxic ninja players. Kodachi. Jorge throws the skull cap in front of it, so 20 to 19 still. And then leg tap coming in for 4. Jorge taking the leg tap. It's 4 go again. Brings him down to 15 total. And Steven's going to sigil up to 23. This is just kind of getting disgusting. This game's already getting away from itself. Steven finds himself 8 life to the positive against his opponent on his turn 1. Holy smokes. But Jorge gets to go into his turn with a Seismic Surge token, 4 cards in hand, and a card in arsenal. Let's see that Crippling Crush. No, it's a Spinal Crush for 9 Dominate, 1 in arsenal, 1 in hand. Ooh, I'd love to see a pummel here as well. But the biggest effect here, Spinal Crush crushes the ninja effects. If Jorge can get 4 or more damage across, Steven will lose. Go again on his turn. All of his activated abilities, attacks, can't gain. Go again on the next action phase. They lose it as well. So huge effect that Steven wants to try to avoid. The Spinal Crush pretty much just neuters his turn Remember, it is dominated though, so Steven can only block with one card out of the hand and one card out of arsenal. Due to the fact there's only one card in arsenal. So Steven's gonna block 3, take 6, and can't gain go again. Oh, ouch! Oh, hold on. George has reactions. And he had the pummel. I call it, he has the double pummel in hands. The blue and the red. But comes in with the red instead. 14 total. And Steven will have to discard a card. Holy smokes. Steven taking 11 total. Sends him down to 12. And Jorge, even this game out right away. Who do you guys have in this? We've seen a couple of rounds now. The life totals came back even. Oh, hold on. It was only 13. Excuse me. Only took 10 down to 23. I'm sorry. I was hearing 14 there. The players agreed on 13. Oh, I didn't math it out. My math isn't the best, so I will default to their judgment. Steven with the 2 cards in his hand makes it no cards in hand. He comes out with an E-strike for 7. Remember, he doesn't have go again either. So not too shabby of a response, all things considered. Yeah, but let me know. Who do you guys have? We had a lot of Ira in chat. I know a lot of people were looking for that Briar to win too. But now we got Bravo and Ira. I know the Briar didn't get there. I know that's what everybody came to see, but you know, while we're waiting, we might as well vote on this one, huh? I'll keep it pretty lame on some of the Bravo puns today. Kind of exhausted those out. Used them all up on the last one. Or on last week's kind of events. That was on the back of the Oldheim and the Bravos doing well Friday and Sunday. So there was a lot of Bravo Showtime puns. Jorge no blocks onto the E-strike, goes to reactions and throws an unmovable on it to take 2. That was 5 because it came out of hands. Steven did tunic that turn. He was pointed out. Hammer coming in for 4. No seismic surge token created here, and there is a card in hand. So Jorge opting to wanting to put this card into arsenal, or it is a sigil and he wants to gain some life. Cat thinks Ira has it again. We'll see. There's a good chance of it. Steven's playing pretty well today. Attack for 4, throws out 3 in front of it. And blocks are good. Steven takes 1, down to 12. That's going to turn off Jorge's Skull Cap. Keep that in mind. But that card does find its way into his arsenal slot as we move back to Steven. The Lady of the Cloth coming in. No surprise here. Kadachi for 1. Jorge takes 1. Falls to 12. Skull Cap still turned off. Steven, seeing how he wants to follow up this. Yep, I was about to say, because he's even questioning it, you'd have to think that that's Command and Conquer coming in. And it was 7 total of no defense reaction cards. And if it hits, it's going to take that card that Jorge worked to put into his arsenal slot. Ooh, great timing on all of these Command and Conquers here from Steven. Been very, very lucky today on these. He had a couple back-to-back. In this case scenario right here, great opportunity to just nail down the setup Jorge has provided for himself. The fact that it is a 7 as well from the plus up from the Ira effect means that Jorge is going to need at least some equipment card and 2 cards out of the hand, or 3 cards out of the hands. Steven's phone died, so they were both using that for the health. So they're gonna send it blind. No, he's pulling out a piece of paper to make it up for it. Great skill to practice. Both of our players at 12. They've confirmed it again for themselves. Sometimes technology kind of abandons you. And just like, you know what? I'm out. Here we go. Jorge there actually could go with just straight equipment and one card out of the hand for the full 7. Excuse me, I had mathed it wrong. That's why I'm a Kano player, right? Because I can't math. So Jorge able to keep 3 cards in hand, then that 1 card in his arsenal. All for the price of 2 counters. 1 counter on his Tectonic Plating and 1 counter on his Creator Fist. Ooh, Jorge with his own Command and Conquer. This one's only for 6 after making a Seismic Surge token from the Tectonic Plating. Command and Conquer against this defensive Ira is pretty good because Ira loves their Sink Belows and Flick Flacks. I agree, Martin. I agree. That's why when I play test with my Prism, it's always on the phone. Because you think I'm going to start writing down -1s? You know what? I did that once. Because I used to play a whole bunch of Nexus of Fate and some other control strategies where your win con was legitimately one powered creature. I was a magic degenerate. And I've been there on the writing -1 consistently. I have been there. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, all right? You know, haters gonna hate always, but as a wise woman once say, you know, I'm just gonna shake. You know, Nexus of Hate. Ooh, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was pretty good. That was easy. We were missing a good pun. Steven's still considering this Command and Conquer, trying to work out his next turn. Exactly. No in between. Exactly. I agree, Martin. It's either, hey, you're either going to die in this turn, I don't have to write anything down anyways, or you don't, and I don't have to write anything down anyways. It's perfect. I agree on that one. Yeah. Steven's only going to block 3, says he'll give Jorge his arsenal for free, and it's a pummel. It's yellow, puts it up to 9 plus 3. So that means Steven's going to take 6. Discard a card and lose his arsenal, so loses 2 cards total. Ooh, the Razor Reflex at an arsenal, and will discard. Still waiting to see on that one. So Steven gonna go into his turn with only 2 cards and needs to make up 6 life here to get this game back even. And it looks to me that Jorge's got a pretty solid grasp on this game. Steven's still deciding what he wants to discard here. Tough choices. Discards a Torrent of Tempo red. Or Pounding Gale, excuse me. Pounding Gale red. So, over to Steven's turn. 2 cards in hand. It's one of them's a blue 0 cost, though, so you know it's going to be Kadachi. Or he has equipment here he can start throwing in front of. And that's exactly what he does. Creator Fist destroys himself. Blocks the 1. Steven, Kadachi for 2. Or hey, takes 2. Falls to 10. 10 to 6. All right. It's a great start here for Steven. Ooh, double. Is this another Command and Conquer? No way. All right. Flying Kick actually even better for 7 because it is Chain Link 3 or higher. It gets plus 2. Starts at 5, gets the plus 2, goes up to 7, and Steven lets us know like a ninja. Yes, Steven. Ninja indeed. You know this man's committed, especially after the last round, not taking any Arcane Barrier for the theme of it. On straight theme alone. This man took 0 Arcane Barrier into a Rune Blight. So you know he's committed. He's committed to the ninja life. Ooh, you can never doubt that. Not in Steven's camp, you can't. Jorge says, let's see what happens if I take 7. And I'm gonna be honest with him. I'm gonna be like, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild action. He's still considering it. Nah, doesn't want to take the full amount of 7. Throws a card in front of it, blocks 3 of it, takes 4, falls into 6. We have an even game yet again. As we go into Jorge's turn with 3 cards in hand and a seismic surge token that pops. We'll see what he can do with it. He almost wanted to take the full 7, so tells me that he might have a decent hand. Jorge wants to potentially make a new seismic surge, decides not to. Has better things, nope, decides back to do it. 2 floating. Zealous beating for 4, go again. So yellow cells beating. What's going to have go again thanks to the fact that there is a card with greater power in the pitch zone. Nice generic action card. You see Bravos kind of fitting into their decks. Steven, though, solid blocks here. Throws his tunic in front of it and a flick flack to block for 4. And it's going to pump up his next combo block by +2. As Jorge comes in with a hammer for 6 and a frozen video. There we go. A little time lapse there. Or time sped up, excuse me. We phase into the future of Inotos coming in for 6. Now remember, Steven's next combo card does block for an additional 2, so he could block for 5 and take 1. That's exactly what he does. 6 to 5. We got a slow grind fest coming in here. Anybody want to change their vote? Anybody wanna cement theirs? Reaffirm who they think's gonna win this game? Kadachi for 1, Steven. Jorge blocks 1 with the boots. The iron rod leggings are gone. Iron rod legs. Kadachi for 2. If Jorge takes this, his skull cap will be active again. He can block for 1 on that. But it kind of seems to me that he doesn't want to. Cat still thinks Ira has it. Dirty Casuals never bets against the Ira. Or is at least letting us know not to. Thanks for the word of advice. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to continue on with the Bravo chain. The showman himself. He found his way to the stream for the first time. And there's no way a Bravo player loses on stream the first time they're there, right? Not here. But Steven's going to make a case for that. Yeah, now when it's showtime. I was gonna avoid that one. I said I was gonna keep the Bravo puns to a minimum, you know. You know, I kind of beat everybody down with them. I kind of pummeled everybody last week with all the Bravo puns, so. Jorge blocks 3 with Showtime. All right. Reality is slipping away over here. Oh, Martin thinks he's taking all 18? Come on. No way. He might. He might, though. It's a great point, though, Martin. He crushed it. He did. So, Steven, Arsenal card. Jorge comes in with 6 after making a seismic surge token. 2 floating, 1 in hand. Is this a pummel? Do I smell a pummel? Steven, how are you going to call this? No box ghost reactions. Steven blocks 4. If Jorge has the pummel, it'll send Steven down to 1, pumping this up to 10. So at least he's safe there. Moves to reactions. Or no moves to reaction. We're already in there. Jorge goes back to his priority and passes. Excuse me. There we go. Steven takes 2. And Jorge represented the pummel. Doesn't even arsenal it. That tells me that's a blue card. That's a blue card. Steven saying, you mind game. But that's what Bravo does. Keep everybody on their toes. Steven comes in. Kadachi for 1. Steven, though, gets to work with 3 cards total this turn in hand and 1 card in arsenal, making it a total of 4. Jorge takes the 1, falls to 5. So the Bravo player still has 2 points to the positive, but he's going to stare down an attack for 2. Ooh, we're getting down to the wire on this match here, fellas. And they still got a lot of time. They got 10 minutes total to work with, too. So we're getting a very grindy kind of finish. Steven still 2 cards in hand, 1 card in arsenal. There's a chance Steven, though, ends it right here. Oh, man, we haven't seen this exude confidences yet, either. Wouldn't that be something if Steven takes some damage here? Or, excuse me, Jorge takes some damage here, expects to be able to defense reaction something big later. Steven's playing mind games back, saying he's got a movable in his arsenal, waiting for the dominated attack. Oh, boy. I doubt it, but it might. Raises reflex check. 1 in the bin. The mind games have started. We're not even watching Dorinthia players. It's Jorge blocks 1. Wants to take 1. All right, falls to 4. 3 to 4. Steven, though, potentially slow rolling the Razor's Reflex. He might even be saying that he has a Razor Reflex. Nope. 1 it is. I think. Technically still waiting on confirmation here. Yep, Razor Reflex. All right. Another 3. Sends Jorge down to 1. Very scary proposition now. I'd love to see an exude confidence here from Steven. Would absolutely love to see it. But a pounding gale for 4, it's not bad either. Or a leg tap for 4. Ooh, what did I say, pounding? Leg tap for 4. Jorge now able to use his skull cap. Throws a crippling crush to block. Steven eating it up. Straight munching on it. Loving the fact that he got a crippling crush there. So, seismic pops. That, oh! The other crippling crush. No dominate, but it's coming in for 11. Oh, man. That's what I think that's called karma, Steven. And karma is a bitch. Oh, man. You know, they say revenge is a dish best served crippled. I don't know. Crippling Crush has a crush effect. Deals 4 or more damage. The opposing hero has to discard 2 cards at random. Yeah, I agree, Martin. Could have just razored the leg tap. I agree 120%. But sometimes you debate yourself. Steven was talking mad words at Jorge there. So I think he may have missed the line of play. Or he chose not to, right? You know, you always do gotta keep in mind that maybe he had a reason for it. But I think objectively, you're right, the better play would have been on the leg tap. Potentially. So Steven blocks for 3. 6, 9. Oh, 7, yeah. Oh, total blocks is 10. Excuse me, 2 of those blocked for 2. So, Steven takes 1, loses his whole hand, and Bravo gets to go back with the full grip. And Steven now is super sad. I really think that's called karma. I do. I had to watch that out. Steven with the tech decisions there. And so far, not going his way. could have possibly just won. Could have possibly ended the game and avoid this. But now Steven might have. Jorge sees it too. He calls it out, but he's going to tell him afterwards. Jorge's telling Steven even more mind games going on for both of these players. Oh boy, we got a back and forth here, fellas. It's a good thing that we don't capture the audio. I'll tell you that. We would I don't think we'd be allowed on YouTube anymore. No, I jest. They're having good fun banter, having a good time with each other. But I think Jorge might have spilled the beans a little bit that Steven missed the kill. So here's Jorge's initiative here. May have forgot that Steven blocked all out. Now Steven's dead set on trying to figure it out. The mind games are real, fellas. Let me tell you what. Woo! They just got freaking spicy up in here. Look at Steven just searching through this graveyard right now, trying to figure it out. I'm telling you guys, Jorge didn't say anything except, hey man, I think you probably could have had that there. I think you just sequenced it wrong, but I'll tell you after. And Steven is trying to figure it out after a little back and forth. Jorge though, crushing it. Damn, I think the Bravo player won those mind games. Had the fake pummel, baited out the Razor's reflex at the wrong time, and Jorge though has a hard turn though, so he is thinking it through. All right, anybody want to change their vote? We'll give it one last chance. One last chance now that Bravo has a full grip, but says it's very difficult to do. Keep in mind though that Bravo ability can still make it dominate. And Steven's at 2. And there is one sigil down. So there is a second sigil out there. Jorge's trying to math it out though. So let's go into to nationals or planning for them. What classic constructed deck are you looking at? Personally, me looking at the Tank Prism. I know we talked a little bit about the Bravo in there, potentially some old hymns. Are there any other considerations to be made? Because I know I'm definitely considered potentially just rocking Kano. I know it doesn't do super well in classic constructed, but potentially just going and rolling the dice and having fun and making it a nice relaxing weekend for myself. Oh, Martin jumps camp. He jumps ship. Moves his 10 over. Okay, I can get behind that. I like that. You're on the if no misplayed train. I got that. Okay, I can get behind it. It's possible. Zealous Beating coming in for 5. Does have go again. Steven gonna require 2 cards out of hand. Oh no. Yeah, blocks 3. Oh, excuse me. It's Zealous Beating yellow. We were wrong. I'm sorry. So it was 4 coming in. That explains that block. Steven falls to 1. We're equal here in life total. I thought the game just ended for a second. But Cartilage Crush for 7. Steven, ready to throw all 3 of these cards back in front. And Bravo's got him. Jorge's got him locked out. Until Steven finds another sigil. All right, even then, still wouldn't matter. I mean, he could technically gain 2 life, but Jorge starts to talk about the crush effects and goes, you know what? Actually, that don't matter. You'll be dead. Oh, Steven here has 3 cards to block it. Does. There's that Exude Confidence. Ooh, and an E-Strike. Money cards for him in this situation. But no! Steven is locked out. He's still asking what he did wrong. Jorge is so far in this guy's head. He's living up there. He's playing rent-free. Oh, just living in Steven's mind, Jorge is. That's a Bravo player for you, though. You know what? Steven Steven goes ham on the ninja thematics, and Jorge goes ham on the Bravo. Plays the Bravo, or indicates the Bravo effect. Steven already starts saying no. And a Cartilage Crush dominate. But Steven actually says okay on that. It wasn't the spiciest of attack. It's a blue Cartilage Crush, so it's only 5 dominate. Oh boy, that could have been way spicier. Steven was super worried, and we are actually a minute away here. A minute away from going to time. The sigil. Ooh. We'll give him a little bit of an ascension for the stream game, but we are about a minute away here. Sigil sends it up to 4. Steven blocks 3, taking 1. Or taking 2, excuse me. Oh, and the pummel, though. It might not matter. It doesn't matter about the time. Jorge gets it. Oh, man. Steven did have a flick-flack in hand, too. But Jorge cleans it out with the pummel right before we make it to time, too. So solid play. As Jorge now tells Steven what he missed. He's indicating the skull cap right here. We'll see what Steven how he reacts to this. It's like we're a bird's eye view on a fly on the wall. But actually, we're going to get ready for the prize giveaway coming at you. So don't go anywhere. You can keep good eyes on that. And then after that will be round number 6 to close this tournament out. Steven now ponders his way and considers his actions. So I hope you guys are having fun. If you enjoy what you see, hit that like and subscribe button. Come hang out in the Discord and come play some of the events. We'd love to have you. Bring the spice, bring the craziness, bring the decks. But prize giveaway comes soon. Don't go anywhere. It's coming at you shortly.
Are we live?
We're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the prize giveaway. Bam, 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 bam. I'll wait for the YouTube. Give them a second for the ads.
Yeah.
You gotta get about 5 to 13 seconds. You know, I know some of you guys don't have ad blocker yet. Get the ad block on the Google Chrome extension, you know?
Like they're trying to give the people they watch that ad revenue.
Oh, they are though. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Trying to get the ad revenue. All right, never mind. You guys are real nice. See, I'm a very stingy guy, so I can't.
Stingy with your time.
I need my 5 to 13 seconds back a video. I watch a lot of videos, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I gotta. What videos are we talking about here?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, we'll leave that one open in the air. As we move into John, he's got the list, and we're gonna send it his direction. Someone should pray for premium. Ooh, that's a fair point.
Money.
Damn, we're rolling in the dough, Arthur is. I like it.
So we're gonna roll the dice and see how many times we randomize the list. It's gonna be 7 times today.
Hello. I think we had the same on Sunday too, didn't we? 7.
I can't remember.
Can't remember either, but I'm gonna say we did, and somebody can check it on me later.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
William gets himself the cold foil.
If you want to.
If you want to. You're right. He gets
we have had some people pick the...
That is true. He picks the heroes.
Pick the rainbow foil.
Rainbow foil or him. Also on the line. 2 of them, to be exact.
But all right. And we're going to get round 6 going.
And Steven will throw you a promo of your choice from one of my collections. So whatever I got, whatever I have available. So if you hit me with a ordered list or whatnot on that, I'll get something set aside for you on that one. That way nobody's left out today. Everybody's a winner. Look at us being... It's like a participation trophy promos. But you earned it, actually. Steven's doing great. You hate to see that, right? You hate to see Steven crushing it.
He's got the 18 XP.
He gets all the XP. Well, he lost that one, so he's only gonna get. Okay. He's only gonna get 15.
That much closer to the gold promo.
He is. They're all fighting for it. All of our Costa Rica players are fighting for that gold promo. Steven right now making a great case for himself. He's sending it.
But all right, I'm going to throw round 6 up.
All right. We'll catch you guys for round 6 shortly. Don't go nowhere. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Realms' weekly event. I'm Brent, sitting alongside streamer to be named. Excited to wrap up coverage of our Armory events tonight on this beautiful Friday evening, at least for us Eastern Standard Time. This is round number 6 as we watch Steven make his way through our tournament. Fell in the last match, so he's not going to go undefeated, which is a good thing. We voted for him, so at least we got one win that night. We had to vote for him against him in general principle, but he's now votable again. He is up against Ryan, who is also on the Bravo. So we're going to see a little bit of a mirror of round 5 this time, though. Not Costa Rica v Costa Rica. It is going to be Costa Rica versus Ryan. Ryan's going to try to shut him down. He's been making his way back through. He runs a little bit different equipment set, and he runs the helm of the Eisen's Peak. Yeah, there we go. I had a brain fart there for a second. That's what happens sometimes. Yeah, helm of Eisen's Peak. Excuse me. Instead of the skull cap. So that's the only difference there between Ryan and Jorge from the previous round that was able to win. So, we're going into Ryan as our turn 1 player. Who do you guys have? And yeah, you're right, Spidey Josh. Unannounced go again. When unannounced go again resolves, get one more round of coverage that you can watch. I like it. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good keyword. This is Ryan here. Makes a seismic search. And then continues thinking through his turn. Who does everybody have? I hope everybody's having a good time. If everybody's having a good time tonight, or if you're watching us back and watching the videos and had a great time watching the videos, hit that like and subscribe button. And come hang out on the Discord. We'd love to see you. Ryan just hammering away for 6. He's going to let Steven block for 2. Or block with 2 cards. Ooh, he's thinking about equipment. Hold on. He had a pile. He took the pile back. Had another pile. Ooh, blocks for 5 because the razor reflex in there. Steven wants to take 1. Okay. So Ryan finds first blood. And our game gets to arsenal a card and draw back up to 4. I know you are, Spidey Josh. I like to remind everybody. I know. It's more of a general rule of thumb. Just like that like button. Get it? It's a thumb. Oh, God. Sure, Spidey, we'll be happy to see you on the event. Like you said, you definitely need a stable connection to be able to get that video across. That's going to require a little bit of internet. But it doesn't take much, I'll say that. It doesn't take too much to get there. So you may be good, you may not. Obviously situation dependent, but we would love to see you in one of our events. Brian blocked with the helm. And so Steven sends the Kadachi in for 2. Seems like this one's going to be a little bit slower paced than our previous match, but that's okay. We got plenty of time here. Round number 6 and all. I am more than willing to see this one at the conclusion. Could be a long one there, fellas. Buckle on in. Ryan, though, no blocks. I potentially stand corrected. Falls to 18. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. That's rough there, Spidey Josh. Oh no, that's rough. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from now. I do understand where you're coming from. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, if you're watching it back on the live stream recording, take a look at the live chat there for Spidey Josh's last comment. If you're watching it back on the FOD, sorry, after this is cut up. But let's just put it this way, that Spidey Josh is a not on the web. He's a webless arachnid That is for sure. So, while that's happening, our players are just gaining so much life. Ryan sigils up and goes back up to 21. So 22 to 21 after 2 rounds of action. We're going the wrong way, fellas. You're supposed to go the other way. This is Blitz, for Christ's sakes. No, I jest. So, going to Ryan's turn. Seismic pops, 2 cards in hands, 1 card in arsenal. We'll likely just see another hammer attack. But I could stand corrected. That's exactly what it is. Coming in for 6. Rinse and repeat here for Ryan. So, as I continue to pat myself on the back for that earlier pun, Steven looks to throw some blocks in here. Is overblocking this a little bit. He's expecting the pummel. So, Oracle ruling on pummel there, Steven. Figuring out that the pummel can pump the weapons, but he will not lose a card out of hand on a hit. So Steven blocks 7, overblocks by 1, throws the equipment in front of there, and Ryan calls it good, no reactions. So Steven making a critical decision there. And Ryan draws back up and passes the turn over to Steven. Steven gonna have the 2 cards in hand to work with. And so, of course, it's a usual Kadachi. Both players still above their starting life totals. No block there from Ryan. We maybe see some action here as Ryan falls back to his starting life total, down to 20. Ryan blocks with Tectonic, not taking anything there. It means Mask is not going to be able to trigger. That's a great way to block out the Mask Momentum. Mask Momentum does need a string of 3 in a row to hit and trigger the effect. So one of the best ways to prevent the mask from triggering is to block the second attack. And that way you can decide what you want to do on the third one without having to face down a potential draw effect. So Ryan here, because the mask is not active, calls no block on the crane dance there. Steven gives it +1. So Ryan falls to 17. And we go into Steven's turn, or we go into Ryan's turn at 17 to 22. Finds himself 5 life in the deficit, but a nice healthy grip of cards to work with, and that arsenal zone, plus the seismic surge token. So let's go here, Ryan. I know you got it. Makes a surge token. And takes a look at his hand again. Activates probability. So here we go. Crushing effect here. Spinal Crush or Crippling Crush would be pretty good right about now. Keep in mind, though, Steven's had that card in Arsenal. He takes a look at it. Steven does. But we have a Disable instead. Now, this could also be decent here. 8 with Dominate if it hits. For 4 more damage, he puts the Arsenal card to the bottom of his deck. Now, Ryan is repping 2 resources here. And he has a card in Arsenal, so this could be a pummel here. We'll see if Steven accounts for it yet again, or if not. 8 Dominate means Steven can put exactly 2 cards in front of this, plus equipment if he wants to. 1 card from hand, 1 card out of the arsenal. Now, Dominate does only specify hands, but for all of us non-rangers, we only have that 1 arsenal slot. Steven considering how he wants to block this. We'll see if he recognizes the threat of the pummel again. Mask is potential here. He's thinking about it. How would you block here if you were in the situation? Would you try to go a little bit more ham on this? Steven blocks only for 3. It's possible. I think he's probably got a defense reaction there in Arsenal. Ryan did have the pummel. He repped it for 2 turns. It's a red. It's up by 4. I hope Steven does have those immovables he joked about. 12 into 3 right now. And Steven, no defense reaction, takes the 9. Oh no. Has to discard a card and loses the Arsenal. Oh boy, it's like a massive Command and Conquer. Oh no. Speaking of which, that gets moved from the combat chain to the bin. Steven had used his to block. At least Steven's tunic's going to be active. So he's got that going for him. Moves in with the Kodachi for 1. No surprise there. There's a yellow pitch in the pitch zone there for Steven. So has 1 floating. Could come in with another Kodachi and Arsenal card. But he definitely took a lot of damage on that last turn. That was a great timed attack there by Ryan. Ryan throws the legs in front of it. Stays healthy. Kodachi for 2. So it should be at 17. 13 to 17. Ryan, no block. So that 17 didn't last for too long. Falls to 15. Steven brings us within 2. And push the point for 6, excuse me. Not pumped up by the Iris 6 because the last Kodachi hit. So it'll be raised up by 2. Ira where you usually see this by at 7. Because you usually see push the point as the second attack. But Ryan, unmovable for 7 out of the Arsenal. Or no, excuse me, that came out of the hand. So didn't necessarily matter. Still blocked enough. So going into Ryan's turn. Surge pops. And of course Ryan creates another one. You know, the classic Bravo gameplay. And probably hammer for 6. Ooh, Command and Conquer instead. Still an attack for 6. Steven this time doesn't have anything as the Arsenal zone, but Command and Conquer has a awesome ability there where defense reaction cards can't be played to it. So Steven, who's running a defensive Ira, relies a lot on those defense reactions. And at this stage, he's not going to have them. So if he wants to block this out, he's going to need some good old-fashioned normal attacks to throw in front of the Command and Conquer's way. Steven wants to block 3, takes 3. Trying to just keep his life total high. So Ryan draws 4 and passes the turn. Steven gets to go with 3 cards in hand. Starts it off with Kodachi for 1. Steven there making a critical choice not to keep that card for later. Because I think he's looking through his turn and sees that he doesn't have he doesn't necessarily need it right now. It doesn't need it in the Arsenal. It was a blue Crane Dance. You mainly just used for pitch. So Steven making the critical choice there not to take an extra 3. But allowing him to still have the same amount of impact on his turn. So Ryan's now considering these Kodachis. We've yet to see a mask trigger actually function this game, or this whole tournament. Steven had 1 chance at it. Didn't even need to use it. He had missed it at the time, but that was his only chance to even function on the mask. So no blocks on this Kodachi here. So Ryan falls to 13. Torn a tempo for 5. If it hits, go again. Steven's trying to extend out this turn here. Doesn't do confidence in hand or another 0-cost attack. We may see Steven trigger this mask. This is the second attack on the chain that is hit. or potentially will hit. Ooh, staunch response. No blocks into the defense reactions there. Staunch response. And the blue staunch response will block for 5. Steven here, thinking about giving the torrent a tempo go again. I don't think that's smart at this moment. He agrees with that assessment. Puts the Snapdragon Scalers back down, arsenals the card, and passes the turn. So Ryan, only 2 cards in hand. So at worst, Steven's looking at a 6 powered attack. Ryan swings a Nothos for 4. Doesn't even make a Surge token. So he definitely wants to keep that card and put it in the arsenal, which tells me it's probably a Spinal or a Crippling Crush that he's about ready to put into his arsenal. It could also be a Pummel. Keep that in mind. I think that's the one of 3 options. Steven blocks the 4. He gets to sneak out of this turn with only using 1 card out of the hand. So Steven gets to work with 3 cards in hand and 1 card there in arsenal. As Ryan draws his 4 back up, but Ryan will no longer have a Seismic Surge token on his next turn. Steven, no surprise here. Kodachi for 1. We're just going to keep seeing all this Kodachi action. Ryan blocks it with the chess piece. Tectonic Plating now is going to be at 2. And speaking of 2, Steven was thinking about Kodachi for 2. Hold on. Might take it back. He might have a Command and Conquer he wants to throw out here. Or an E-Strike. E-Strike for 7 would be pretty money. Soulbeat Strike for 3. Interesting choice there. It is blue. It's pumped up by Ira, so it normally has 2. Goes up to 3. If it hits, gangs go again. The fact that it's only coming in for 3 means I don't necessarily like this right here. Ryan can still block with it with 1 card out of the hand. And Steven is either going to have to end his turn or be forced to use his Snapdragon Scaler. So if I'm Ryan and I'm looking at this situation here in front of me, I would have 120% be blocking this Soulbeat Strike. You would definitely want to force Steven to use his boots there. Steven gives it a go again. Uses the 2 floating go. Command and Conquer for 6. Yeah, I much rather would have seen Kodachi in the Command and Conquer there. Keep the Snapdragon Scalers alive. And you would have had to pitch the Soulbeat Strike, but you represent some floating resources there to potentially send anything out of arsenal. I mean, not likely on the Command and Conquer Ninja deck, but it at least keeps your equipment around. So even though he did it, no point talking about it now. Ryan gets to go to his turn after blocking a whole bunch. He had 1 card in his hand to start and uses that 1 card to come in with a Nothos for 4. Steven, defense reactions for 4. So Steven, 3 cards in hand again to work with. This time, no Snapdragon Scalers. So it's the exact same setup as the previous turn, but just with 1 less equipment piece. So Steven here, Kodachi for 2. Ryan took the 1 on the first Kodachi, fell to 12. Ryan still has to consider that mask, which is he does here. Blocks the second Kodachi. Best way to block the mask. Torrent and Tempo for 4. There's going to be 4 go again. Or should be Lake Tap. Oh my god, I keep saying it. I'm pretty sure Steven said Torrent and Tempo, which is why I missed it. But it is definitely a Lake Tap. I'm sorry about that. Lake Tap is 4 go again. Ryan takes it. Falls to 8. Steven uses the Tunic mana for Pounding Gale. That'll come in for 5. No combo here. We've yet to see a combo string tonight. Pounding Gale combos with Open the Center. Ryan here, though, blocks for 6. All the 3 of the cards are now out of his hand. Goes back into his turn with 1. And I think we're about to rinse repeat on this hammer attack. Now, Steven's out of defense reactions that can block for 4, though. And his Tunic is out of counter, so we'll likely potentially see one card from hand and a damage taken, or one card from hand and a tunic thrown in front of it. Now, Steven's incentivized to just leave his equipment in case Ryan does string together a dominated attack. Ryan is yet to pop his helm. Steven opts for the take one route. There's one card in. Gets to go back to his turn with 3 cards in hand, 1 in arsenal. Ryan's left that card. He's had that 1 card in arsenal for a long time now. Hasn't had too much chance to use it. Ryan, no block in the first Kodachi. Chips away to 7. Kodachi for 2. 9 to 7 is the current game. No combo shenanigans. I know, Martin. Yeah. Yeah, Martin says the combo keyword in Ira could just as well mean if you have played Flick Flack. Block for 2. Extra. I agree with that one. I agree with that one. It's effectively what it is here in this Ira deck. It's a little combo is a little bit more crazy in the Katsu lists and for Classic Constructed, but yeah, in Ira, a lot of times it is just the Flick Flack shenanigans. So no blocks here from Ryan. Goes to reactions. Hasn't synced below. Nice. Yeah. The other Martin. This one does do combos, but when he can find them. I agree with that. Yeah, I think that's awesome. If you can string them together, though, like especially in Blitz, all of a sudden you come out with a combo out of nowhere. You're just like, damn, got him. All right, so Ryan facing down a rushing river for 1. No blocks it. Falls to 5, or falls to 4. Excuse me, from 5. 9 to 4. Ryan 3 cards in hand, 1 card in arsenal. We might finally see this happen. Everybody loves the Ira, though. A lot of Ira fans in here. I can't blame you, though. I cannot blame you. I think the more powerful Kodachi Ninja lady is Prism, personally, or Defensive Prism. Oh, Steven sigils. Climbs back up to 12. The second sigil of the game. Those are no longer active. I know that, Jorge. You're not. You are a hardcore Bravo aficionado. Yeah, happy day indeed. I agree. Sometimes that's all you need to do, right? You're the people's hope to not let Ira get 18 XP here. So, all right, little pummel check here for Steven. Does not want to get blown out here by this Command and Conquer, but he doesn't have anything in arsenal. And Steven can't throw defense reactions in front of it. So he's really just got to make the choice. I think you just say, hey, send it on that pummel. Yeah, I agree on that. Take the artwork from the Spectral Shield, replace it with Kodachi. It's the truth, though. Shields are better Kodachis. Yeah, 5-1 still pretty good there, Jorge. That is enough XP yourself. You're both gonna. If Steven wins this one, you both even out the XP. If he loses it, you take the lead in XP. At least for today's event. Yeah, the pummel. Let's go. All right, so Steven's gonna lose that 1 card in hand. No craziness there though. He still gets to go back to his turn with Kodachi. So keep that in mind. Actually, he's gonna have 2 cards in hand because he used the mask there instead of a card out of the hand. Steven's considering which card he wants to get rid of. I always say when I'm playing the Defensive Prism, I go Kodachi for 1 on the shield. Just disrespect my opponent. No, I don't disrespect his opponent, but it's fun to sometimes say Kodachi for 1. I play a very tanky Prism build, and it's all about those shields. The minimal amount of heralds, to be sure. Just a Herald of Protections and Herald of Eruditions. I've been toying around with Herald of Rebirth that can get a card out, can get that Herald of Air edition back, put it on top. I have been toying around with that a little bit on the sideboard. But so far, it's kind of been hit or miss. Steven here, Kadachi for 1. No blocks there. Kadachi for 2. I guess I theoretically also have the Herald of Judgments on the sideboard. It was more for the chain matchup, but I think I don't need those anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you there. I definitely don't. So definitely gonna have to clean up that sideboard though before the end of the month, as Nationals coming up quick. Ryan blocks 3. Doesn't have to worry about masking anymore, but wants to keep his health total high. Ryan still 3 cards in the hand. It has an Exude Confidence for 4. Look at them apples. Let's go. Likely to see some damage getting through here. I would expect Ryan to block 1 card out of the hand, take 1. But we will see here. Ryan is not going to have a chance to play defensive reactions only to this. So if he was sitting on another sink below, it wouldn't be a very good rate into this Exude Confidence. So Ryan blocks the 3. Its Crippling Crush is now gone. He takes the 1. Will likely sigils it to gain back up life up to 5. So if we were keeping time in this round, we'd be about 4.5 minutes away from this game moving into turns, as our Magic players might recognize that verbiage. But it's still possible that this closes out prior to that. The last game in round number 5 went pretty close to time. It was actually just about to be called. Here we go. Ryan coming in for 4. Sink below for 4 out of Steven. And Ryan will draw up, and Steven will go back to his turn. 3 cards in hand. Anybody want to change their vote? Ira or Bravo? We saw this earlier. I know Jorge's still going to be in the Bravo camp. I think he's also wants to be in the bragging rights camp too, if Steven finds 2 L's back to back at the end of this, to allow you to slip in there with some XP gain. So Steven, Lightning Strike 7. No go again. Remember the turn he popped his Snapdragon Scalers. Could have had it here. Could have extended this turn out. Alas, doesn't want to. Has 1 card left in hand. Will arsenal it at the end of this. Kind of tells me that it is not a 0 cost card. Or it is, and it's a defense reaction that Steven wants to keep. Ryan sink belows. Blocks for at least 4 of it. Sinks a card. Retakes a look. No more actions happening there. So takes 3, falls to 2, Ryan does. Steven will arsenal a card, set himself up for some future turns. And the reason I say that on that 1 card he just put there in arsenal, it's because these Kadachis coming in could have made a huge work, potentially locking Ryan out of the game right there. Ryan coming in though with a huge Tales of Aria card. Tear Asunder. It's going to give +1 and Dominate if it hits. And if this hits a hero, they discard 2 cards. Is the Hammer is going to come in for likely 7. Oh, yes, 7. So 7, Dominate if it hits. Steven's gonna have to discard 2 cards. So Ryan might have turned this one around. I was thinking this was in Steven's. This was all Steven right now, but Ryan. Having the absolute money when he needs it. The Tear Asunder, awesome new Tales of Aria card. Bravo plussed out, or excuse me, Guardian plussed off pretty hard off this new set. Ranger remains to be seen. Remains to be seen if Azalea can kind of get back in there. But Steven just getting a board state check. Ryan's got nothing left he can block with. That was the question. And no other cards in hand to activate with. So Steven here with the tough decision. Does not want this to hit for 7. It does have Dominate, though. So we're going to find out if that Arsenal card was a defense reaction or not. And I wonder if Steven takes all 7, discards 2, keeps 2 cards in hand. Oh, man, it's looking like it. Only difference here between Terror Thunder and Crippling is this is not at random. This is Steven's choice. Steven takes the 7. That's what his hands indicates. It has to now discard 2. Falls to 1. Steven discards Flick Flack. And a Whelming Gust Wave. That deck's looking pretty thin over there for Steven. But the life totals looking even thinner. So Kadachi, Steven's going to try to do. He's going to try to lock Ryan out of the game by just pulling cards out of the hand. It's possible on 2 cards in hand, 1 card in arsenal for Steven to do so. Especially when Ryan has no equipment. So Kadachi for 2. Ryan's now 2 cards out of the hand. Steven just needs to find an attack for 4 and an attack for 4. Well, that would only chip him down to 1, potentially, but... Oh, no, that would actually do it. An attack for 4 and an attack for 4 would do it, but no. This is only an attack for 2 coming in. Fluster Fist. Blued out, Steven did again. Which, well, we're getting earlier round flashbacks. Ryan... Ooh, hold on, we're going to reactions, though. Do we have a Razors to end this? No way, not again. Not like this. Puts it up to 5, and Ryan... Oh, man. Ryan. I mean, you kind of have to do it sometimes. You gotta put the pressure back. Steven just had the Razors and was able to fire it away and get in there and close it out here. Steven, 5-1 today. Lost to his Costa Rican pal, Jorge there. Did not let him have the dream run. He stopped him down. He did the impossible and did it for the people. But that will wrap it up here for us here in round number 6 and for our Armory event tonight. I hope you had a great time watching. I hope you had a great time playing. And if you like what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button. Come hang out with us on the Discord and come on to our next event. We play every week, twice a week, Friday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that Discord link. So that way we can have you at one of our events and we'd love to see you. So on behalf of myself, James, and John, we appreciate everybody for coming out. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. And we'll catch you guys at the next one.